Do you spend most of your day sitting at a desk, in a car, or just on the couch? If so, there's a good chance your hip flexors feeling tight, stiff, or even painful. Sitting for long periods keeps your hip flexors in a shortened position, and over time, this can lead to postural imbalances, lower back pain, and reduced mobility. But the good news, with just a few targeted stretches, you can start to undo that tension and move more freely. In this video, I'll guide you through 3 effective stretches for the hip flexors, each with a slightly different position, so you can do them in any position, and it can be done at home, at the gym, or even in the office. Let's get into it. First up is the standing hip flexor stretch. The key here is the pelvic tuck. Start in a split stance with one foot slightly behind the other, then gently tuck your pelvis underneath, like you're scooping your tailbone forward. You'll feel the stretch intensify right at the front of the hip. Hold here for 30 seconds per side. This variation helps isolate the hip flexor without needing to get on the floor. Great to do anywhere. Next, we've got the deep lunge stretch. This one opens up the front of the hips and also brings in a nice stretch through the quads and even into the groin depending on your angle. Make sure your front knee is stacked above the ankle and gently drive your hips forward. Again, use that slight pelvic tuck to deepen the stretch. You can rest your hands on your knee or raise your arms overhead to open the front of the body even more. Hold for 30 seconds each side and repeat if needed. Now for the couch stretch. This has been a stretch that has been one of the most recommended for the hip flexor. However, I think it's not actually that great for the hip flexor, but is great for a different reason that I'll get into for a second. First off, to do it, start with your back foot elevated on a couch or a wall, and from there, bring your other leg forward into the lunge position. The closer you can get to the wall and the more bend in the knee, the better the stretch. Now, this stretch is great for the rectus femoris muscle, which is part of the quad and does get involved with hip flexion. However, the actual hip flexors, the iliopsoas, isn't particularly getting a better stretch with this, even though the stretch feels more intense. Having more knee bend will have no effect on the iliopsoas because it has no attachment there. That'll get a better stretch doing the other stretches we just mentioned and will mainly be influenced with that pelvic tuck. This couch stretch, however, won't be one you'll want to ignore because it may have other benefits that have even more profound effects on the body. What it will also be stretching is the femoral nerve and therefore influencing the nervous system, which has benefits for a few reasons. By improving neural mobility, you may actually reduce feelings of tightness and improve movement quality, not just flexibility. But also, we did a video previously looking at research that showed that stretching the sciatic nerve actually helps reduce pain sensitivity throughout the body, not just the area stretched. So this couch stretch could also be used to stretch the nervous system and may give similar results of global pain reduction. More studies would need to be done on this though, but it may be that sitting is actually tightening up the nervous system and leading to a lot of the problems that come with sitting. So doing this stretch may be the most preferable if having to pick just one from this list. The other issue with just stretching all the time is that a muscle might be tighter because it's actually weaker. And what you actually want to be doing is strengthening the hip flexor. We have done a video here showing different exercises to help with strengthening the hip flexor. So check that out next, as that is one of the most neglected muscles when it comes to overall strength and focus.